Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys 10 different Instagram story hacks, or at least 10 different things that you can do to spice up your Instagram stories. Now, I cannot count the number of DMs I've received asking me about certain things that I do on my feed. So I figured I'd make this video and just kind of have everything in one, so you have one place to reference and you can learn more than, what's been asked. Now, I know I'm not the first person to create such a video, but I feel like there are certain things that I couldn't really figure out by watching other people's videos. I had to do a little bit of research on my own and tweak things. So I am going to be showing you that as well. Now, before we begin, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, bell notification on, and also make sure you follow me on Instagram. I upload on YouTube twice a week, but Instagram is more of like daily content. So if you want to see what I do from day to day, then definitely make sure you follow me on there. Now, with all that being said, we are just going to dive right into today's video. So obviously the first thing you need is your phone. Mine's is upside down. This here is my phone. I have the iPhone 11 in the purple color, and this is obviously my favorite color. I love pastels and I love, love, love purples, and this is like the perfect shade of purple. So this is my phone. It doesn't matter what iPhone you have, just as long as you have one, and most importantly, the Instagram app, of course. Now, also, to make your life easier, but not a necessity, but trust me, it'll make your life 10 times more easier. I don't know what these are called, but I just call it the phone pen. That's what I call it, because I don't know the actual name. I can't even think of it right now, but we're just gonna move along and we're just gonna call it the phone pen. But this was like the smartest purchase that could have ever been made. Now, this was gifted to me, so I don't have the direct link to it. However, I will try to get it and link it down below just in case any of you guys are interested. So this right here does look like the pen that comes with like the iPad, but the iPad pen is not going to work for your iPhone. So you have to get one specifically for your phone. But this just makes your life 10 times more easier, as I said. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is obviously open up my phone, and I'm going to start recording my screen because I want to share with you guys what I'm doing and kind of give you a visual. So let's go ahead and do that. Basically, what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do first is putting a background behind a repost. That's like one of the most popular questions that I get. So I'm going to start with that one. And as you can see, I'm on my Instagram. It doesn't matter what you're reposting. It could be a quote, it could be a picture, it could be anything. You can put a background behind it. Now, when you do this, you're not only going to need Instagram, but you're also going to need an app called Over, which is this one right here. Now, this app is free. Like, it could be a little tedious because it doesn't always work on the first try, but overall, it works, if that makes sense. Because obviously I use it and I do it, but sometimes you have to kind of like play with it. And what I've been doing recently is using pictures from Pinterest, but searching iPhone wallpapers, and those images seem to be working on the first try. So what you're gonna do first is obviously pick whatever it is that you're gonna repost. You're gonna click on it, click the little like, what's that called? The little triangle paper plane looking thing, and you're gonna put add post to your story. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you wanna do. Then you're gonna come out of here and you're gonna go into Pinterest. Pinterest is, like I said, where I find my background pictures. So I just search iPhone wallpaper, and then I'll sometimes hit aesthetic because I want something nice and aesthetically pleasing. And then I'll just kind of look through the images, see what I want. Now, because this is a picture and not a quote, because normally I do a quote, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna save this one. I'm gonna download this picture. Then I'm gonna go into Over, and I'm gonna open it, add image, click on the image, and then I'm gonna scroll this thing over to Instagram story. So it has the measurements for an Instagram story. Hit the check mark. Then you're gonna click on the image, hit edit, and you're gonna slide the far bottom all the way down to mask. And then this is where you're able to just like draw within the image and create kind of like that transparency between the image and the background. So then you're gonna hit the check mark. You can do it as big or as small as you want it, but not too small, because then you're not gonna be able to pull the image through. So then we're just gonna hit the top right corner, and you're at the top where it says underneath export, where it says PNG 1080 by 1920, you wanna make sure that it says PNG, or else your image is not gonna be transparent. Then you're gonna pull it up in your Photos app, and you're gonna copy it. Then you're gonna open up your Instagram again, click on that. In the far left corner, you'll see it pops up as add sticker. You can use that option. If ever you don't click the add sticker fast enough, you can always click on the letters, like as if you were gonna type, and just paste there, and that same image will paste as you see here. So you're just gonna fit it to your screen, then you're gonna click on your image from behind it, and then you're just gonna set it like you want. So like that. And then you're just gonna post it to your story. While we're on the topic of reposting things, I want to show you guys how to put a line through your photos. I do this a lot whenever I upload a photo to my Instagram. I like to basically advertise it on my Instagram stories, just to let people know I posted a new photo, just in case they may not see it on their feed right away, whatever the case may be. So let me show you guys what I do. So first you want to take your most recent upload. In this case, I'm just gonna use any random photo, and you're gonna do the same thing as before, add post to story. Now the first thing you wanna do is make sure that the background behind the image is one solid color, whatever color you want. You can choose a color within here, or whatever you want. So basically how I do that is I click on the little squiggly, and I make sure I'm using the first marker all the way to the left, and I select what kind of color I want. Now for this, I'm just gonna use a color off of my background. I could use a color off my shirt. It really doesn't matter. So we're just gonna go with that. And then I'm gonna hold the background, and it'll turn the background that color. So it's one solid color. I'm gonna hit done. Then I'm gonna click on the big A, little a for the lettering. I'm gonna go all the way over to strong. I'm gonna click the side, like normally like when you type and you get that background, but obviously I'm not having any background. I'm just hitting the space bar just to go as big as it allows me to. Then you're gonna take this space bar and you're going to make it big enough to kind of cover what you wanna cover in the photo. So it could be sideways like this. It could be straight up and down. It could be horizontal, whatever you want it to be. So for this image, I'm just gonna do diagonal like that. So now I have it like that. Now the next thing you wanna do, which is highly important, is click on that bar that we just put there, and you want to hit the little dropper in the far left corner, and you want to bring that to your background. That way that bar is the same as your background, and now you can post it. So putting that bar there for me just gains a little bit more interest as to what picture I posted, especially if it's someone seeing it that hasn't seen the picture on their feed. Then they're kind of like intrigued, like, what is this picture of? And then they'll click it, and then it'll bring it or bring them directly to the actual post, and they can like it, comment, whatever the case may be. So that's what that does. Now, if you want to add a little bit extra, you can click on the little smiley face with the corner kind of flipped up, and hit the search bar and type in new, or you can type in new post. Doesn't matter. You'll get a whole bunch of like new post options and stuff like that. So with this, you can just select any one of them. For me, I'm just gonna hit this one. Nice bold font. So you can put this anywhere. Now be careful that when you're placing it, you don't want to move it again, because sometimes when you tap on it too many times, then you can kind of like mess things up. Then your background will move, your picture will move, and then you just kind of got to put everything back in its spot. So just kind of put it where you want it the first time. So I'm just gonna leave it right here, and then I can post it. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to make a solid background, also cursive writing on your Instagram stories. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is obviously go into the camera of Instagram. You can take a photo of whatever, or you can use a photo out of your library, whatever you wanna do. It really doesn't matter, because this photo is not gonna show. So I just took a picture of the little sticky note pad that I had down here, which is this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to click on the marker, and I'm gonna make sure I have the marker selected that I had selected before. and I'm gonna choose a color that I want. And you can, if you press and hold, like long press on a color and hold it, you can make your own color or pick more. So it's not just limited to the colors that you see on that little scale. And then you're gonna long press on the picture and it'll make it a solid image. So now you can type, you can write, you can do whatever you want with that solid background. You could even save it to your camera roll for later use, up to you. Now, when it comes to the cursive writing, there are two things that you can do. Number one is you can use your pen, and if you feel like you're really good with calligraphy or cursive or whatever, you can just write with the pen. So you just tap on the marker again, or if you, whatever one of these tools you want to use. So this is like, well, I'll select a color, obviously. So this one right here, which is more like opaque, is the fat marker that's kind of cut off. The marker that we were using to change the background is a lot darker, and you can also change the size of it on the sides like that, or you can write with this one right here, which is highlighted. And for this one, I only like to use it with the white, but it's up to you. If you are not good with writing cursive or doing calligraphy, or you just want an easier way, you could download the app called PicMonkey. Now, when you go into PicMonkey, you click the little plus, start design, you have a transparent background. You're gonna hit next, select the text, write whatever you want, right? Then you can change the font down here. Now, some of these are like premium. I don't have a premium account. I don't see the need for it because there are some nice, like different handwritings and stuff that are free. So you just select any of the free ones. Normally I use like this Saturday script sometimes. So you can make it big or small, it really doesn't matter because you can adjust the size on Instagram. You can add shadow if you want. Then once you're done, you save it to your camera roll. Then you'll go to your camera roll. You'll select that image. It looks black, but believe me, it's there. And then paste it onto here. So boom. Now I have Janay, which is way better than the handwriting I did. So that's also another tip or trick or option, because at first I didn't have like the pencil and I really wanted some nice cursive on some of my Instagram stories. So I just figured this was a solution. So if you guys don't have a pen, this is a great way to do it. Another question that I get a lot is how I do like my hyperlapse videos. Honestly, all you have to do for those is go into your iPhone app and you can use the hyperlapse option if you have that. If not, you can also use another app for it, but this is basically what the hyperlapse video sometimes looks like. And then the border on the outside, I just use an app called Unfold to do that. So Unfold is free and you can use that to create different like themes and layouts for your Instagram. So I just took that hyperlapse video and put it into one of their layouts and then uploaded it straight from the Unfold app to Instagram. Now, Hyperlapse is an app that you can use. It'll make the video that you're doing or whatever it is that you're filming fast paced by itself. You can choose the speed in which you want to speed it up or speed it down. Does that make sense? And then you can save it to your device. Another question I get is the boomerang effect when it comes to using Instagram. Now, this is in the app. You don't need any other app for it. You can do it straight from Instagram. So the first thing you want to do is obviously, again, go into the camera app for the Instagram stories. You're going to slide your little thing down here to boomerang, and then you're going to select whatever filter you want. And you guys, utilize what Instagram has to offer because they have so much and there's so many filters. If you ever want to look for a filter, you just slide all the way to the right and then browse effects and just find whatever kind of filter you're looking for. Also, if you see someone's Instagram where they have a filter on it that you like, it always tells you what filter it is in the top left corner. All you have to do is tap that and you can instantly, add it to your filters. So just in case you didn't know, now you know. So you take the boomerang and then in the top right, oh, my mom's FaceTiming me. Sorry about that, mother called. I'm gonna show you guys how to switch this. So there's the classic kind of situation going on with the boomerang, as you guys see. But if you hit that little figure 8 at the top, you guys have different options. So you have the classic, then you have the slow-mo, which it kind of just slows it down for you a little bit. Then you have the echo, which kind of distorts the image a little bit, but it looks pretty cool with certain things. And then my favorite, which is the duo. I really love using this if I'm showing you guys that I'm filming or something and I'm like boomeranging the monitor over here or the computer screen, and it does that little effect. It looks really cool. So that one is also another option. Also, I want to show you guys how to do a foggy background. So we're going to go into the markers. Instead of using the thin marker as we were doing before, we're going to use the fatter marker because, like I said, it's a little bit more opaque. So you can choose any color you want. I'm just going to choose white, and you're going to press and hold on the background. And as you guys can see, it created kind of like a foggy filter, so to speak. And then if you wanted to, you can hit the little eraser and you can make it how big or small that you want. I'm just gonna make mine a little bigger. I'm gonna take my pen, but you can use your finger and you can just write whatever you want on it. So for me, you can just do like something like this, and then erase it, and then you have like a little hole with the heart. You know, get creative with it, whatever you want to do. You can write letters. I'm just gonna write love. You have that, so you can do that as well. So for this next one, I'm gonna show you guys how to do like the little squiggly line through an object and kind of make it look like it's like coming around it. So what you want to do is take your image. For me, I'm just going to use the image that I took just now of this little bone pen, and then I'm going to click on the marker tool and go to the one with the little dots around it. That's the highlighter one, and I'm going to keep it white because white is like my favorite one to use, but of course to each its own. I do like to make it a little thin so I have more like space to work with. And then all you're going to do is draw your squiggly line across the item. Then you're going to take your eraser and you're going to just start erasing every other line. Sometimes I don't like to do it too close with this highlighter one. You could also do it with like the marker if you wanted to, but I try not to do it too close because sometimes when you're erasing the highlighted one, it has like that white fog on the side of it, and sometimes you can tell that you erased something, but you guys get it. So it just adds a little touch onto something so basic. So there's that. And then the final tip I want to give you guys, which I'm sure I've said throughout this video, is that you need to utilize Instagram to its fullest. If you guys go to the little smiley face and search, you can search whatever it is that you're looking for. Steam for like coffee cup pictures, like all these different steam ones. Like I use this one a lot. There's just so much to offer through Instagram itself. And then if you're having any trouble, you can also go on to Pinterest and you can search Instagram. Let me show you guys. So if I go to my Pinterest, I actually have, if you follow me on Pinterest, I have a board on here for Instagram story GIFs. That's what they're called. And I just have a whole bunch, and it just shows you some of the GIFs that they have, but it also tells you what to search. So for this one, you search Love White and you'll get some of these. Now, some of them have changed over time depending on the person making them, but you can still use it as a resource to help you get certain things that you're looking for your Instagram stories. All right, you guys, so that's all of my Instagram hacks and stuff. If I come across any new ones, I'll be sure to update you guys and let you know. But what I know, you know, as far as I'm concerned at this very moment in time. And I hope I answered everyone's questions who's been DMing me on Instagram asking me how to do this. It's finally here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want more content like this, as always, make sure you give the video a nice little like. That way I know to continue doing videos like this. As you guys can tell, I am doing a lot more lifestyle things on my channel, and I'm very happy about it because for a long time I've, promoted myself that way, that I do beauty, but I also do lifestyle, but I was lacking in the lifestyle department. But with this quarantine, it's really done some good things for me. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys. I hope you're continuing to stay safe, even if your state is open, and I will see you guys in the next one.